What's your position on the death penalty?
Well, I would have to agree with the penalty of it, but also disagree in some cases. It just differs with what the person did to be punished for it. And one of the things that I would comment on is us as taxpayers, what it costs to house somebody in the prison for a lifetime. And if we have a sense of justice, what it is to incarcerate somebody for a lifetime can be, in some cases, more damaging to a person's life than actually taking their life from them. Because in being in walls that are really not that wide of a space for a long period of time can really be emotionally damaging for somebody, which could be considered torture almost for a long time. But then on the case of taking somebody's life, in some ways it could be either considered cruel or merciful because of that extent time that they would stay incarcerated for a lifetime. And so, for me personally, I am a firm believer in the Word of God and what a sense of justice is. And I really know that God Himself has brought judgment, or even, has brought death. He is the giver of life as well as the taker of life, and we as humans take on the image of Him, and so there's some things that we may look at and do according to what He has designed us to be, and the things that He's designed us to look at and examine and evaluate. And so in case of the death penalty, there's definitely a lot that can be said, and I have a few guys that I researched that I thought had amazing comments that I just thought I'd point out. But one of the things is they calculated the cost of it, and for somebody to be life without parole, it would cost anywhere between $1.2 million to $3.6 million more than the equivalent death penalty cases. And some people could say that the expand of it, because of the cost of pretrial time, the more experts, twice as many attorneys, and 2 trials instead of 1 will be conducted because of what they would have to do to find them guilty, or what punishment that they would choose. And so there's certain things that it would entail for if we did the death penalty, or if we kept them on going to court and finding them on trial and all those things. In the case of humanity, in the case of being humane, our society is justly ordered when each person receives what is due to him. Some people would say that did the person deserve it, and due to what they did, should they be repaid back equally, or should they be repaid back even more so than what they brought harm on somebody else? Because if somebody kills your sister or your mother, would you, out of vengeance, want their life to be taken because of the harm that they not only brought your whole family's life and the people who were involved in that person's life, but as well as the people's lives who would be hurt from their death? So it's kind of equally wrong on both sides. But I don't know what I don't know. So far, I'm running out of things to say, but yeah, you can pause it if you want. Yeah, and then I'll